want to see who can make the best plop sound.
Okay, so...
No.
Oh!
No.
Oh!
You gotta have a bit more wetness to it.
Oh, that was 75% water. What about the ones which like echo in the toilet chamber? Like, oh, blum.
She just said she's like a chicken. Blung. Hi, I'm Emma, she, her.
And I'm Jess, she, her.
And this is Fluff.
The podcast about friendship, love, unfortunate failure, and fun. And we're recording and ready and raring and rebellious and rambunctious. And
oh, this is tough.
we are building tension, if you can't tell. The anticipation of it.
What are we drinking, Jess?
Well, podcast listeners, I know you're dying to know. Our drink of choice tonight is Bucks Fizz, but not as you know it. Oh no, this is Marks and Spencer's alcohol-free Bucks Fizz.
Woo! We're being very good tonight.
Yes, I know you might be surprised after knowing us for one episode. But we made a decision, didn't we, Emma? We both were just not wanting the alcohol content in our body tonight.
Yeah, and how to have fun without alcohol.
Cheers. Let's try. Sniff test first. Oh my... Oh, God.
I went right in, I tasted.
Oh, it smells to me like vitamin C tablet.
Yeah, it tastes a bit like that. It also tastes like alcohol-free Bucks Fizz.
I mean...
I'm not sure I'd
Cheers.
recommend this to anyone.
I expect better Marks and Spencer's, to be fair. Maybe a Lidl Bucks Fizz. Love you, Lidl, but, you know.
We can sip it slow.
I'm not sure the thing is, we would drink easily a whole bottle of Prosecco in 10 minutes flat.
Yeah, or champagne, darling.
Or champagne, darling, since our one trip to Champagne.
Yeah.
The converts we are. But this, I'm not planning on going.
It might be a short glass.
But at least if you like sweet, slightly vitamin C flavoured drinks.
If you like your medicine.
Head to Marks and Sparks.
Yeah. So, tonight, this evening, in this episode, we are talking about poo! We're calling it the Poopisode.
Poopisode!
Which we're very proud of.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just going to credit you for that. That came out your mouth first.
Thank you. So, why poo? Why poo?
Well, it's a constant thing.
Yeah.
And the poo affects your mind.
Yeah.
Poo is so connected to your body and your gut is completely connected to your mind.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like when I suggested this episode concept, originally I was thinking, who's one of the only people that I talk openly about poo with in the world? And that's you.
Yay! Thank you. I'm honoured.
If I've got a strange consistency, I'm texting you.
Exactly. We need to talk about it. Plus, it's funny.
It's so funny.
Interesting.
Yeah. Why is it funny though? Is it the shame that makes it funny?
But I don't think we don't feel shame within our friendship unit.
Oh no.
So it is genuinely just funny, because we've got the stories from it. We all have our own poo stories.
Yeah.
And we also need to find it funny so that, people don't get too overly embarrassed or suffer in pain is when you're holding in your poo.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah. And I think it's really shocking that it is something that everyone on the planet has a type of excrement. Every organism has an excrement. Why are you laughing?
It's just the emphasis on the consonants of excrement.
Well, I didn't want to say poo because not everyone poos in the same way.
we should address different words for poo as well.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
What the point was, everyone goes through this process, and yet we pretend that we don't, and that's the craziest thing about poo, isn't it?
Absolutely. It is a fact of life.
Yeah. We can all eat together, but we forget, we try to pretend that eating doesn't lead to pooping.
Which actually, can I just whack straight out there?
Yeah.
Poo fact number 1.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, because you led us in so nicely. All right, podcast listeners, we have surprising poo facts. I actually like the title is Everybody Poops. All right. So you said we all eat together.
Yeah.
It leads to pooping. However, poop fact number 1. Poop is mostly bacteria, not old food.
Oh.
Lo and behold.
Yeah.
Should I read out the section? Oh, should we take it paragraph by paragraph like they do in primary school?
Yeah.
It's tempting to think of feces as simply the used up remains of the food you ate. I thought so.
Yeah.
The stuff that makes it through after digestion.
In reality, this stuff is present, but 50 to 80% of your poop, excluding water, is actually bacteria that had been living in your intestines and was then ejected as food passed through.
Oops.
Go on. Still my paragraph. You can take it.
Sorry, I did. I thought you paused to give me, and I thought it was a signal.
Yeah, no, you.
Okay, all right. Many of the bacteria in poop are still alive, but some are dead. Carcasses of species that bloomed as they fed on the indigestible plant matter you consumed, then died shortly afterward.
Wow, okay. But it's not all bacteria. Poop also includes some of this indigestible plant matter, like the cellulose in vegetables, with the exact proportions dependent on your diet. Your poop also contains small amounts of your own tissue, intestinal lining cells that were sloughed off during digestion. And of course, there's water. Okay, this is... That's a fact for everyone.
That was a surprising
mind-blowing.
Who found that a mind-blowing new fact? Did anybody know that? I thought it was just completely and utterly the meal.
Yeah. Well, because, so we're both vegan. Mm-hmm. So as I said, depending on your diet, I mean, I can often... we're going there. You can often see your meal in your food if you're vegan. Like if you have something quite fibrous or corn, we all know corn literally just comes out the same way. My sister-in-law always says, you don't eat corn, you borrow it.
Because you could quite literally give it back.
Yeah.
Full
cob. Comes right out.
Oh my God. And of course the colour can get affected by such things as beetroot and Jägermeister.
Yes.
Ooh. Black poop.
Ooh. Disgusting.
And we are quite the Jägerbomb fangirls.
Yeah, in our darkest hours.
And whether you are somebody who loves poo and has poo humour, I love poo humour, or if you are somebody who does have a little bit of poo shame, but might cheekily have a little listen giggle to this, welcome on in to the secret poop society.
So we thought it would be funny to start this poopy experience, by sharing some of our brightest moments with poo, or our most impactful poo tales. Oh!
Some of us have a stronger one than others. Yeah, because if we put ourselves out there first, then...
Yeah.
Tell it, Emma.
Right, so, this was a few years ago now. I'd gone to a really intense fitness class that morning, and I kind of blamed the fitness class for this scenario. I think my muscles were tired.
And you'd maybe worked your pelvic floor and...
Oh yeah, I worked it all. And I'd met up with my partner at the time to have lunch, and we went and we had a Nando's, and I like it extra spicy, so that maybe didn't help either.
And you weren't vegan at the time, were you?
I was not vegan at the time, so this was chicken, spicy chicken. And then so we're leaving this area, and actually I got a coffee to go. I'm carrying a coffee, which I don't even know why I thought I needed a coffee in the afternoon. And we're walking out through the parking lot, And I stop dead in my tracks. And I look at my partner and I laugh and gasp at the same time. And say, gasp. And say, oh shit, I just shit myself. At which point we both burst out into hysteric laughter, which is slowly turning into hysterical tears for me. As I can feel the liquidy poo running through my bum cheeks.
Oh, God.
Down. I mean, it wasn't loads, thank God. And because I'd been to this gym class, I had like track pants over top of shorts, over top of spandex. So it was like a lot of layers. But I mean, you don't want to shit yourself in spandex. I'm just saying. Like that it's like almost like it's pushing itself back in. And so my partner is a bit mortified and is like, we're about a 30-minute walk from home here. And she says, do you want to take a bus? At which point I scream, obviously not. I think I smell like poo. So we walked all the way home, and the more we walked, the more my bum cheeks were chafing. It was really painful. And then I had to stay on the toilet for the rest of the day. It was so bad.
God. But this makes me think, in light of the surprising fact, it wasn't runny chicken coming out of your ass.
No, and also I just had the chicken, and before I was vegan, my digestion was a lot slower. So unless it was like an allergic reaction, I don't know, maybe I was already sick before, and then my muscles were tired, and it was just like an evacuation. I had all the evacuees coming out my bum.
Oh my God. And how long did that kind of feeling of that event stay with you? Because I don't think the close social circle found out about it straight away.
Oh, quite quickly. I've never been too shy about, I mean, it came out at, we were at uni at this time. It came out in a Truth or Dare thing in the pub. And someone else had a shit themselves story at that time. So it was kind of like, whoa, I'm not alone. No, it wasn't really, I didn't keep it a secret for long because it's such a great story.
It is such a great story. I mean, thank you for your runny poo exercise pants.
I was just so shocked at myself. Just didn't feel it coming.
Do you think you've peaked?
I wasn't even trying to like let a fart out. It was just like
coming out
of my bum.
So not one single slight push, just
like waterfall. like you know, at night when you wake up and you've been drooling. Yeah. And you're like, how did that come out there?
Yeah.
It was a bit like my bum was drooling.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, paints a pretty picture.
Yeah. It was liquid enough.
Amazing. And have you been back to Nando's since?
I have actually, but I don't eat meat anymore, so
super green
different
burger
experience. Yeah.
Safer.
What's your greatest poo tale?
So although I poo a lot and talk about poo a lot, I was just like, oh damn it, I don't think I have epic stories, but I remember being quite unexperienced with diarrhea. And in a way where I was kind of like, I just
inexperienced. I
just haven't ever had it.
With diarrhea. You've never had it.
I have now.
Oh, okay.
But I went a few years without it, and I was just like, I've never really had this diarrhea thing that everyone talks about. But I was traveling Sri Lanka and was having, so in Sri Lanka it tends to come with your rice and then 9 types of curry. So you get lots of little bowls, so dreamy. And I did not hold back and was having that breakfast, lunch and dinner. And it wasn't anything to do about the food, but I think the sheer amount that I was having in general, the sheer amount, and then the sheer amount of spice. And I remember just my first time sitting on the toilet and not leaving for a good hour. But being quite comfortable, but I was just like, so this is what it is. And I think I had to do a quick hold and run to get my phone so I could play Candy Crush. Because I knew I was going to be there a long time. But I just was like, So I think that was that. Actually, do you know what? A cute little story is I remember my first time being constipated, very young.
I was going to say, because actually, I don't think I've been, like, I think maybe mildly constipated in that it's maybe half a day and I can't poo, but I've never been properly constipated.
Yeah, the pain, the horrible pain, and I suffered a lot with belly problems as a kid and ended up being allergic to a lot of stuff. But I was constipated and didn't know what it was. My mum introduced me to the word constipated. I must have been about 5 or something. But then I was like, I'm constipated. And I was like, can I ring my nana and tell her that I'm constipated? And she's like, all right. And so I rang my nana and I was like, Nana, I'm constipated. And I just remember her saying, oh, darling, she's like, eat some prunes.
Yeah.
Prunes and cornflakes were her remedy.
Yeah, it's everyone's remedy.
But now I love prunes, but I think of them as
although
constipated food.
I was constipated as a baby, and that's quite common. And my parents gave me loads of prune juice, and I didn't poo for like a week, and then my poo was explosive at the end of the week.
Really?
Yeah, and of course they're mopping it up at that point.
Yeah. So when did you last eat prunes?
I don't eat prunes. I don't think anyone buys prunes unless they need it. You know, it's one of those.
I did have a few years where I had prunes in my porridge every morning.
Did you? But was that to work on your bowels, or was that?
I mean, it helped.
Okay.
Anyone else got any good poo stories that you want to write into?
Let us know.
Yeah. At Fluff Creates is our Instagram handle.
Yeah. Or fluffinquiries@gmail.com. Should we have another poo fact?
Yes.
Poo fact 2.
All right, poo fact 2. So basically we checked the first one and knew it was good, but the second one, oh God. I hope you're holding on tight to something. Although this fact is delivered with a very cute knitted poo.
Yeah.
Poop is brown because of dead red blood cells and bile. Oh, and there's some chemistry words in this. But our feces colour is the result of a chemical called stercobilin.
Yeah.
Stercobilin. That sounds like a Lord of the Rings character.
Yeah, it does. Like a goblin.
A goblin, absolutely.
Who stirs.
Called goblin.
Shit stirrer.
That chemical ends up in your poop in 2 ways. It is a byproduct of the hemoglobin in broken down red blood cells, and it also comes from the bile, the fluid secreted into your intestines to help digest fat. The ideal stool is a deep chocolatey colour, like melted chocolate. There you go, everybody.
Wow.
We can leave it there.
Oh, well, though, without stercobilin present, poop would be grey or whitish in colour.
Wow. Can you imagine having a white...
Yeah. Okay.
Grey.
But other colours of poop are a sign of other health conditions. So yellow stool is the result of, or can be the result of parasitic infection or pancreatic cancer. Black or dark red poop can be an indication of bleeding in the upper GI tract or of eating beets. As we've already said. Green feces can also be the sign of an infection. If your poop is blue, it's probably just because of blue food colouring. Oh, okay.
Should we make something and put loads of blue food colouring in it and then test it out and see what happens?
Yeah. What, is this our experiment we're going to do?
Fluff experiments.
Number 1.
Amazing.
Okay. So what should our poo look like, Jess? You've brought in a chart today.
Oh, have I brought in a chart? It's called the Bristol stool chart.
Yeah.
I wish I'd done a little bit more. I used to know where it came from, but I think it's something that we use in the UK.
I think it might have come from Bristol.
Oh, yes. That would make sense. From a poo practitioner in Bristol.
Yeah.
I just know because I have a nurse friend called Lara
Maybe someone named Bristol.
Bristol, yeah. Oh, that is a great, gender neutral name.
It's a great name, isn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be a nice first name.
Yeah. I think you'd be the cool kid in the class.
Hey, Bristol.
Hey, Bristol.
Oh.
Put
that one on the list.
Baby name or puppy name. So I know my friend Lara's a nurse and she introduced me to this. I think she once was like, what number are you in the Bristol stool chart? So it is...
like how she introduced herself to people.
Yeah.
Give me a number. Can I have your number?
Yeah. What's your job and what's your Bristol stool chart number? So basically there are 7 types of poo according to the Bristol stool chart. I mean, you look it up online. Google it.
Yeah,
Google it right now.
There's pictures that might help you.
So type 1 reminds me of rabbit's poo. Separate hard lumps like nuts. Hard to pass. So that's number 1. So those hard little rabbit nuts. And then you can go all the way up to type 7, which, Emma, what does that
Watery, not solid pieces. So I'm assuming that's like your diarrhea.
Yeah, is that remind you
type
of...
6 is fluffy.
Oh my God, fluffy pieces.
With ragged edges. Oh, a mushy stool.
Oh God, that's type 6, everybody.
Well,
I mean, we should
funny.
aim to be everything fluffy, but I think I'd rather... Looking at this, Emma, which is your favourite poop?
Well, what's my favourite poop that I have?
Yes. What one are you like, I'm happy when I do one like that?
Well, obviously anyone wants a type 4.
Type 4 is
glorious. Yeah, so it's a sausage or snake. Smooth and soft.
Like, if you look at 3, it's solid, but you know it's going to hurt to push out.
Type 5 is probably more of the area I live in.
Is it? Nice. Which is soft blobs.
With clear-cut edges. I think my stool's a bit softer than a sausage, but it's like between those two.
I feel like the clear-cut edges are a resemblance of your Sagittarius star sign.
Thank you.
Yeah. We like some clear-cut edges around stuff. Yeah, I think we're all aiming for a type 4. I imagine that's what's the good one by the medical professionals.
Yeah. And do you know what causes the differences or no?
I mean, I suppose diet.
Yeah.
I suppose even everything affects your poo, doesn't it? Stress, mood.
Oh my God, yeah.
Have you ever had this? When you've been ready to poo and you know it's coming and then something inconvenient happens, maybe you have an argument with somebody or somebody pisses you
right
off.
Back in.
Yeah. And then you're just like, fuck you. I was about to go and have a glorious poo.
Yeah.
And now you've made me lose my poo.
And then you feel worse because it's all stuck in there.
Yeah. Which might lead us nicely into Poo Stalemate. Yeah. Another time when it can become stuck inside of you.
Yeah.
We thought we'd address Poo Stalemate, everybody. Particularly in a work-based institution. Because I had a day recently. You know, you've got to go for a poo. And you enter the toilets and you've got your cubicles and excellent, there's no one in there. Quickly go into a cubicle, get it out as quickly as possible. Yeah. And then, it's nice to take your time, but that's the beauty of being at home. But I was working in a university on this day. A huge university with multiple toilets around it. But, you know, I always go to the one nearest to where I work. I went to that one, Poo Stalemate. So I was in the toilet, somebody was next to me in the toilet. Clearly I walked in on them when they were having a poop. And they were waiting for me to quickly wee and go so they could leave. But I went into poo as well. I sat down, realised what was happening, decided I need to pull up my trousers and leave this toilet. Find a new toilet. So off she goes, mission number 2 for another toilet. Meanwhile, I think I've texted Emma saying, Poo Stalemate.
Yeah, of course. Gotta have your poo friends.
Went to another toilet a few floors down. I was like, excellent, I'll go to... I knew another one. And I went there, another bloody Poo Stalemate.
Oh, I didn't know it was 2 for 2.
2 for 2. And then...
Doing number 2.
But I couldn't do one and I think that one had people either side of me, and I was like, what is up with everyone pooing at the same time? And I was getting a little bit protective of my poo time. It's my time to poo.
Plus you have recognisable shoes. This is what I think about, like, will people recognise the smell was me when I come out?
Oh my God, yes. And then if somebody else walks in and then they go to your toilet and you're like, oh God.
Yeah. But you know what, I feel like you have to just get over that sometimes. Oh, you know what? I have another bad poo story, which resulted in a really public, embarrassing fart.
Tell us more.
I was in year 7 or grade 7. So, it was 7. And we were on an away week in like a camping facility. At that point in my life, I'd inherited my mother's fear of public toilets, and I was just not going to poo all week. So I didn't poo that whole week, and I was eating lots because I'm also a hungry person. Mm-hmm. So my stomach was so full and it was so painful, and I hadn't even let like little turds out. So I just had like fart whenever I could in like the privacy of like a walk. And we were in a public...
A fart wedging past your poo.
Yeah, and we were in a really like public group thing sitting, and everyone was like an assembly kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was sitting with my legs up and sitting against the wall, and out comes a loud fart. I just couldn't help it. Do you know how embarrassing that is when you're in year 7?
Did you get a nickname?
No, I pretended it wasn't me, but people knew it was me. And oh my God, it was so embarrassing. And then this one boy who at the time I thought I had a crush on, but I didn't realise I was lesbian yet. He was just funny. He knew, and he brought it up a few times later on in life, and I would just try to be like cool and laugh it off.
Did you
But
ever
it's
admit
real.
to it?
This is real.
Oh, you can't really.
Yeah, no, I did. I would be like, yeah, you know. But that horror made me be like, do you know what? You just got to poo in a public toilet. And so, for example, I'm commuting a lot at the moment, and often when I get to Paddington, I need a poo. And there's massive public toilet in there, and it's always busy, so you're never going to have privacy to poo. But I'm like, do you know what? I'm never going to see these people again.
Yeah.
Other people are pooing. Who cares if they hear a plop or a big sound? Yeah. That's the other thing. You don't want the sound as much as the smell. But whatever. I just need to get it out.
Yeah.
It's hard at work because you have to see those people again.
That's what it is.
It's like hard when it's like only 2 cubicles.
But what if we turned it around though, and actually every time you heard someone plop, you go, congratulations.
Yeah.
Or, happy for you.
Yeah. Do you know what? I have another school trip story.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just chucking them out there. I went to, this is going to sound really posh now that I've said it's a school trip. I went to Australia with my school. And I went with one of my really good friends, and we both agreed going into it. Sometimes we were staying in hostels. Sometimes we were just going to need to poo, and we'd go and be poo buddies. And we would go to the toilet and sit in there as long as we needed, and just like hear each other poo and chat while we pooed.
Yeah.
But I didn't want a camping trip scenario to happen again. So we were just really mates about it, and we'd be like, sorry for the sounds.
That made me go, I really want to experience that with you.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I've never done that with Emma. Been like direct.
Yeah, we've heard each other's poops.
Yeah, because, leave the door ajar so you can still chat.
Yeah. But we've never sat in a cubicle next to each other while both pooping.
Yeah.
Well,
recorded a podcast episode.
Still to come. We should have done that with this one.
Yeah. We can go and sit on the toilet if you want us to. But when you said about your position of the legs during the assembly.
Oh, God, yeah. I think it was just leaving it open.
Yeah, but I think we both engage in activities which can cause farts as well. So, for example, singing, I was always taught when you're really using your diaphragm properly, you can pop out a fart. But I've found recently, now that I'm highly into yoga, and that's it now for life, I feel. But sometimes when I'm in my downward dog, and I have a wonderful teacher who's very hands-on, and sometimes she'll do like that rub up my legs just to make sure that I'm putting up my quads. And sometimes, I don't know, when she's running all the way up, and I'm like, I could let out a fart if I wanted to now. But my wonderful teacher...
The key is that you don't want to.
The key is that I don't want to. And I really enjoy her being hands-on, and I don't want her to stop.
Yeah. So you don't really want to put her off, because some people are a bit put off by farts.
I know. Well, we say don't hold it in. We all have to have those little times, maybe where you're dating someone or you're seeing someone new, and you might have to have a little bit of time, and you have like 2 weeks of being in pain and a really bloated tummy.
Yeah.
Surprising poop fact number 3. Men and women poop differently.
Oh.
I suppose just to also put in there and non-binary folks. Because that's the kind of inclusive podcast we want to be.
But I'm sure what they mean is just the sort of, that's the bit of our bodies that's different, isn't it? Mm-hmm. The anatomy down there.
Apparently so. There we go. Anatomical differences. Because men and women's GI tracts work a little differently. These differences are so significant, in fact, that somebody's performed a colonoscopy and can correctly guess the patient's sex without knowing it beforehand. Interesting. So, women have wider pelvises than men, as well as extra internal organs. Oh, Uterus and ovaries.
Yeah.
As a result, their colons hang a bit lower than men's and are a bit longer, on average by 10 centimetres.
Whoa.
Whereas men have more rigid abdominal walls that help push food through the GI tract more effectively. Oh.
Wow. Okay.
Amazing.
There we go.
Lucky men then, pooing more effectively and efficiently.
Yeah, of course they have a better way of pooing. Oh, don't they get it off easy? So I made a list, or found a list online and then put my own spin on it, of things to do while you poo. Because the reason Fluff's all about how you have fun in every situation.
Yeah.
And we naturally think pooing is a good thing.
Yes.
As people. I don't like some people get poo anxiety.
Yeah.
We don't, because I feel like as soon as I poo, I know my day's going to be better.
Exactly.
It can be the best part of your day if you're having a rough day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you are so right. It is the highlight, and it is. So there's this memory I have of when Emma once said to me, "Have you just pooed?" I think you said I was leaping like a lamb around the room.
Yeah, it's like when your cat when my cat poos, as soon as she's finished pooing, she runs and runs and runs around the flat. Because she just feels light, and I can just see that instant relief. And that's what Jess is doing.
Just a beautiful moment.
If you maybe struggle with poo, or take a long time in your poo, or want to not be thinking about your poo while you're doing it, I've got a list of things that you can do. So, top, and this is probably the one we're all guilty of doing the most when pooing, is social media or anything phone based, because we live on our phones now. That can be talking to someone, that can be looking at stuff, but I thought that was a bit obvious, so I'm going to go a bit further.
Sure.
Reading. Oh my god, when I was young, I did my best reading on the toilet, because it was like uninterrupted time to get a full chapter out. I was a big bookworm, but reading like a book on the toilet. You can even have your poo book.
Yeah.
Like have your poo book next to the toilet and then look forward to your poo, because you get to learn more about that book.
Oh, that's a good way then. Also, we have a bit of anxiety.
Exactly. Podcasts. Listen to a podcast. Yeah. Listen to us. Listen to this.
Yay! Everyone go get on that toilet.
Yeah. A Rubik's Cube, or any kind of puzzle-like thing that you can do with your hands. Write anything. Write in your diary. Or write a story.
Yeah.
Sing.
Really?
She used to sing on the toilet when she was little. It was cute.
What
but
if
why,
just
keep going. I mean, you sing in the shower. Why not sing when you poo?
Imagine if you sang to your poo.
Yeah.
Come a little
have music playing. This might be really helpful if you do have like flatmates or people in your house that you don't want to hear your poo, because maybe that's what makes you anxious. Put some music on.
Yeah.
Just like dance it out of you, I guess. Learn an instrument that you can learn while sitting down. So, like, learn a ukulele. Practice ukulele while you're pooing.
Back from this list. Nice.
If you're running out of time and it's like your morning, you can multitask. So you can brush your teeth if the sink's near enough to spit. Yeah. You can do your makeup if you've got a mirror that you can hold. Lots of things like that.
Yeah.
Knit, because I knit, so that seemed like a cool thing.
And have you knitted while pooing?
I haven't actually, but I might now.
Yeah.
Because you can have your knit basket in the bathroom as well. Draw. This is a bit of a big one. Contemplate the meaning of life is what I said. But I mean, just like get in your head. Just let your head explore. It's like, it's you time. It's literally one of the only actual you time things. Because even a shower, like if you have a partner, they can come in on that. But poo, you're on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I make pooing your new sacred space.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my list of what to
do while you poo. That list.
No worries.
Let us know if you try any. I think I might. I'm going to try and draw.
Yeah.
Just because I've never done it.
Yeah. Why not?
And I'll send you a
little sketchbook in there.
That would be really nice in a house setup if you live with other people.
Finish the drawing.
Oh! Like the fold-over drawings or something.
You could write a story with your flatmates.
That's so nice. Just, I suppose, washing hands around it before and after. But...
You know how in, of course. You know how in some, cubicles people write on the walls?
Yeah.
And you can have, call and response kind of things. Yeah. I think it would be really nice to do that just with your flatmates.
Yeah.
Or your partner or whoever you live with, your family.
Let's set it up. Oh,
great.
Again, another inspiration.
Yeah.
Is it time for another poop fact?
Yeah, poo fact.
Poop fact number 4.
Quattro.
Do you want to read out the title?
Yeah, all right. Number 4. The ideal poop is a continuous log, which is type 4, everyone, on your Bristol stool chart, and sinks to the bottom of the toilet.
Don't want no floaters.
Yeah, but I don't understand what makes it float and what makes it sink. Maybe this is going to tell us.
Let's find out, shall we?
Yeah. There are some doctors that say pooping 3 times a week is sufficient.
What? 3 times a day, please?
But you should probably make a bowel movement every day, assuming you're eating food every day. In some cases, irregularity can actually be caused by extreme stress, as hormones like adrenaline and cortisol can slow down the digestive process.
Oh. So don't go on a roller coaster if you really want to poo that day.
Poop should sink, not float. Floating stool is usually a sign of poor nutrient absorption or excessive gas.
I mean, I've seen lots of floaters when I enter a public toilet.
Oh, yeah.
They clearly didn't have enough nutrient absorption.
Yeah. Sometimes mine float.
So basically, it's kind of saying here, if you don't have a perfect, easy, continuous log, basically you need a bit more fibre in your diets. Vegan diets help with that. Maybe a bit too much.
Too much fibre.
Ideal pooing positions.
Yeah.
I grew up with a mother who kept a little stool.
Did she?
In there to pop your feet up on. Stool for a stool. And you used to find it really embarrassing, but it does work. And in my house share now with my gorgeous, beautiful flatmates, the 2 flatmates that I share the bathroom with, they said to me one time, we've got this little bin with a lid on it, and a solid lid. And they said to me, oh, by the way, do you know, like, this is a great bin for putting your feet up on. But it's quite funny because you can track its location around the bathroom. So if it's in a position and maybe somebody went in the middle of the night or in the morning or was rushing, and you walk in and I'm just like, oh, flatmate had a poo earlier. So it's quite cute. But if I walk in and I see it, that I genuinely, I'm just like, I'm so happy for them.
I mean, have you seen the advertisements for the squatty potty? Which is literally a stool designed to shape that goes around your toilet. It's literally for pooping.
No.
It's the funniest advert as well because it's all about unicorns. I think you'd quite like it. And they use like rainbow ice cream soft serve to demonstrate.
And this is
a squatty potty.
This is for adults?
It's for adults.
Amazing. And it's on TV, this advert? On like
yeah, I mean, TV? I've seen it on social media. It's old now. It's a few years old, but it's like literally a thing for propping your feet so you can poo at the correct angle. Great,
because I suppose culturally there's so many different ways of pooing, and I lived in Thailand, and that was I mean there were Western toilets as well, but I loved once I had experienced just squatting and going like an accordion. Your intestines just whoop and let that bad boy out.
What? This is a good question.
So once you've found your optimum position and you've pushed it out.
Once you've done your poo, what are some of the weirdest things you've used to wipe with?
Exactly. And let's be honest, everyone must have done it.
We've all had a situation where you did a poo and you didn't check if there was a loo roll.
I mean, there's the one where, and in public toilets included, you check and you hope no one's out there, and then you half pull up your pants
and you run.
Yeah, you run to the next toilet.
And
hope it's open there.
That used to happen. Oh, in my old job, I just feel like I had the worst luck with toilet roll. I always went in the same one, and it was like, I swear for a month, every time I went in there, it would be empty. There's been other things. So what's the weirdest thing you've used?
Receipts.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, it's a risky game, but that's generally something I have on me. And sometimes I have to make a choice because I'm self-employed mostly, and so I keep receipts for expenses. Sometimes I have to decide, well, if I use the receipt, then I'm not going to be able to expense this, and I have to maybe weigh up like which one is it that I'm going to go for.
I've used the worst I think I've ever done. We've got one.
It's just coming. You go
for
it.
In the wilderness, obviously people have used things like leaves and stuff.
Yeah.
But I've used my actual underwear and then taken it off and gone commando and rolled that underwear up and put it in my bag. That's disgusting, I know.
Where were you? Do you remember?
On this particular, I was a public toilet somewhere. I don't remember when. Public toilet where there's nothing. So I just put and then pulled my trousers up.
Yeah. And were you aware that you're carrying around your pooey knickers all day?
I mean, it was an evening, so yeah, I was aware. And the first thing I did when I got home was got them out and rinsed those.
Oh, did you wash them and use them again, did you?
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, I wiped with the inner bit. It wasn't like the dirtiest of poos that was going to be like chunky. I don't know.
It wasn't a Nando's.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think it was for a poo though, but I've used a sock to wipe.
Oh.
I can't quite remember where or why, but I just seem to remember.
I mean, if I don't have a wipe and it's just a wee, I might just shake that wee. Shake it and pull up.
Have a slightly damp underwear if you must.
That's no... I mean, I wouldn't pull off a sock to wipe a wee.
No, I feel like the sock was on the floor or something like that.
If I need a special wipe, there's definitely something else going on.
What about the old hand?
Oh, God, no. I mean...
I think I'm more of an object than a hand. Oh, have you ever used the toilet roll?
The roll itself?
Yeah, the cardboard.
Have you used the roll?
Yeah, I've used the roll.
I think that's a rite of passage.
Who else has used the roll? Please, get in contact with things you've used to wipe your bum.
Send us the information.
Please. This could be a great source of...
entertainment for us.
Yeah.
And solidarity.
Yes.
Solid.
Exactly. You can make it anonymous if you want. Give yourself a funky name. Also, yeah, if you want to be anonymous, just give us your name. Write and be like, Bristol here.
Oh, Bristol. We'll automatically think you're cool if that's the case.
Yeah.
Do you want... So, you said you had a quiz.
Yeah, is it quiz time?
Yeah.
Oh, can we... What if you were going to do, a quiz entrance, game show music?
Yeah.
What might come out of your mouth right now?
Oh, what would be my... But it's got to be poo soundy. Oh, I don't know.
Give me type 1.
Type 1.
Type 7.
Wah, wah, wah.
Type 4.
Da, da, da.
Oh, we love type 4.
Yeah.
And let's just finish on type 3.
Oh, that's quite hard.
That sounds like it's going to rip around your anus.
Ow! Ow!
Okay, everybody, it is time for the poop quiz. And Emma will be answering them. Emma, are you ready for your poop quiz?
Yeah.
Amazing. I don't know how many questions there are, but we're just going to roll with it.
Okay.
Okay, I wish you well.
Thank you.
How many times, question 1, how many times a day does the average newborn poop?
Oh, it's not about me, it's about people. It's about general poo knowledge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking questions about me. That's fine.
Oh.
No. This is good. This is better.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
This is better. Average newborn. Ooh.
I have options for you.
Oh, okay.
Is it 1, 3 to 4, 5 to 10? How many times a day does the average newborn poop? 1, 3 to 4, 5 to 10.
5 to 10.
Emma says 5 to 10. Correct. But babies will literally blow any adult right out of the water. So it can be up to 10. Amazing. Question 2. Which of the following is not a potential side effect of sitting down on a standard toilet to poop? Which of the following is not a potential side effect of sitting down on a standard toilet to poop?
Okay.
Constipation, diarrhea, hemorrhoids.
Is not a side effect of sitting down on the toilet to poo.
Yeah, so 2 of these could be a side effect. Which one is not? Constipation,
Diarrhea.
You say diarrhea. Correct.
Oh.
Absolutely, because poop positions can contribute to high rates of constipation and hemorrhoids in the West. Excellent. So well done. 2 out of 2.
Thank you. I'm doing very well.
Doing very well. Why do some foods, like corn and carrots, emerge unscathed in a bowel movement?
Borrowed.
Is it? Yeah, borrowed. 1, we tend to swallow them without chewing thoroughly. 2, they're packed with GMOs. 3, they're composed of insoluble fibres, which the body has a tough time digesting.
3.
You say 3. It is correct. They're made of insoluble fibres.
Yeah.
So they blend. Oh, so yeah, they don't blend in with your poop. Amazing. They refuse to break down, it says. Okay. True or false? Extremely terrible smelling poops are normal and to be expected. True, false, or my poo smells like flowers.
My poo is not. I have a smelly pooper, so I'm going to go with true on this one.
It's true that they are normal smelly. Oh!
Uh-oh.
False. They shouldn't bring tears to your eyes, your poo smells. Truly awful smelling poos can indicate a serious problem.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Maybe I am dying.
Okay. So, I'll have a sniff next time and tell you if it is truly awful or if it's just a bit pongy.
Okay, thanks.
Happy to help. Okay, so you're doing very well, but we had a little one there.
Yeah.
But tell me, what ingredient... Well, we've learnt this now. What ingredient is fully 75% of each bowel movement? Broken down food, bacteria, or water?
Bacteria!
Oh no!
Water.
Yeah.
We did know that. We just got excited.
We got excited. But bacteria, but we know it wasn't broken down food.
Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Question number whatsoever. How much does the average bowel movement weigh? Would you like it in grams or ounces or pounds?
Oh gosh, I don't know either.
I'm going to give you grams. No, I'm going to give you pounds. 6 ounces, half a pound, or 1 to 4 pounds.
Oh my god.
1 to 4 pounds is like half a stone, isn't it?
Yeah, but I also feel like there's that... If I'm ever going to weigh myself, I have to do after a poo. Because it makes quite a significant difference. I'm going to say 1 to 4 pounds.
Wow, you're going in for the big one.
Yeah.
Which could be up to 1,814 grams, Emma.
Yeah.
Yay! Well done, correct answer. Yeah, 1 to 4 pounds. Obviously, it can vary. It can help you wiggle into your jeans a little bit easy, which is true.
It's true. We all look better in our clothing after a poo.
And if you haven't had one, then you need to undo that little button at the table,
wear
don't you?
some looser clothing.
Oh, I love elasticated waist.
Yeah, especially on a big meal. Christmas dinner.
Oh, yeah. Or a hangover meal.
Yeah.
Oh, which is another time when...
Yeah. That's a special poo. That is a pungent poo.
Terribly awful smelling poo. And number 6 to 7 on the Bristol Stool chat.
Look at this question.
Oh, well, here we go. See, we've learned so much.
We've learned so much just already in this episode.
This is what the podcast is also about, learning, everybody. We've truly learned stuff.
This is live learning. We are learning.
Yes! Oh, I can't wait to go and tell everyone else about it.
They don't know the question, though, yet.
Okay, so the question is, according to the Bristol Stool chart, which types of these poop is ideal? Emma, is it soft blobs with clear-cut edges? Okay,
no,
Sagittarius.
aka me.
Is it like a sausage or snake, smooth and soft? Or is it sausage-shaped but lumpy?
It's like a snake, smooth and soft.
Is it a snaky, smoothie, soft? Correct answer. All poop is not created equal. True or false? A regular colon cleanse is ideal to promote digestive health. True, false? Depends on your individual digestive system and diet.
I'm going to say it depends here. Because, probably, I'm wondering if it's like the vagina, which you're not supposed to clean.
Yes.
For example, because it's self-cleaning. But then I feel like, what about people who have illnesses and their colons get infected or can't move through poo properly?
Yeah.
I think it probably depends on the person.
Absolutely. Let's say, oh,
it's false.
It's false. I'm glad it's not true, though, because I also think cleanse is a interesting word anyway, complicated word. But yeah, because there's tons of good bacteria in your colon, so we don't want to flush it out, everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so, but yeah, I think that was great what you said, because we'll also talk about that later, about also pooing can be a privilege.
Yeah, definitely. And I think there's because we have so much shame around poo in general, if you're a person who has to use a colostomy bag because of whatever your illness might be, that's really hard to then come to terms with that, because you then have to face your excrement in a really visible and really obvious way for the rest of your life, and other people are being like, oh, I don't want to do a poo in that public toilet. You're like, you don't even know.
And I suppose that then impacts on all areas of your life.
Yeah, totally.
Because, as we've said, but you're social.
I mean, you can totally live with it and be fine, and you can even have it and no one would know, but at the same time, you will always know. So it's about you coming to terms with your own poo.
And I think there's definitely starting to be more visibility. Yes. Because I know there's like designers making incredible bags. Yeah. And I saw even this week on one of the social medias, there's an advert with a photo of people for underwear. And I think one of the models has a colostomy bag. Yeah. And I know, I used to know somebody who was older, and she was saying about the kind of evolution of the bags, and she said that how they used to just be really leaky, and that led to a lot of problems for her in terms of confidence and mental health, whereas it seems that there's definitely a new, hopefully a kinder and more supported era.
So if you can poo easily, don't take it for granted. That's a nice bit of your day that you get to keep having. Yeah. And I know that there's also just many medical conditions which can affect if you can poo or not. So important to make a note of that as well. Which shades of poop are most concerning? Red, white and green, black, white and red, black, pink and purple. Oh, they all sound quite concerning.
They do. I mean, lovely colour blend, but not for your poo.
Most concerning.
Yeah. What do you
think?
Pink
and purple. But that didn't even come up on the other list. I would say black, white and red.
Let's have a look, shall we? Correct, Emma Bar. Absolutely. Yeah, so apparently our poo can have some pretty crazy hues. Huey poo. But yes, as we've mentioned before, that they can all be a sign. So if you do see any black, white or red in your poo, and it did mention something about green and infection, I suppose go to the doctor. Have a little check. And true or false? What? Final one, Emma Bar. Straining on the toilet can actually kill you, which reminds me of the Elvis Presley rumour. Did Elvis Presley die from straining on the toilet?
I've never heard that rumour.
Really not?
No.
Grew up with it.
Oh my God, amazing.
Stretched the country, that one. Elvis Presley died straining on the toilet. Is it true or false that straining on the toilet can actually kill you? Or also the option, only if you're in really bad health?
I'm going to go with false, because I just don't believe that it can, but I'm prepared to be shocked.
Okay, let's find out. And...
Folks.
Whoa. It's true. Straining is so unhealthy! ! In fact, straining while simultaneously holding your breath can cause an irregular heartbeat and skyrocketing blood pressure, which could lead to fainting and possible head injury. Now, that is a sequence of unfortunate events.
Can you imagine the eulogy if you strained? You died straining for a poo. I mean, if that's how you die, I'm telling everyone.
I mean,
that is gotta make people laugh, because it's gonna be a tragic event. So we might as well.
I can only hope that is how I go.
That's not the worst death. I can think of worse ways to die.
I'm gonna check it. Maybe it is true about Elvis Presley. Did Elvis Presley die straining?
I don't think he did, because I think that would have been more of a thing if he did.
You know, when I've heard, like, you hear something so many times as a kid. Elvis Presley, he did die on the bog, though.
What?
Elvis Presley died of a heart attack, hence why he fell forward when he was on the toilet.
He died on the toilet. I didn't know that.
He said he had pretty awful constipation and really struggled to take a dump during the best of times.
Oh, so even maybe he's straining caused his heart attack.
Well, yes, it might be that. And look, in Elvis Presley's post-mortem examination, it said they found unnatural white chalk-like fecal matter.
Fecal.
Oh, fecal. Thank you. I think I was saying it like an Italian there, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It's pretty clear that the dude had some misbehaving bowels. Well, I might stand for him.
Wow.
Somebody called Jacob, I remember particularly in my primary school saying about it. Can't really remember much else about you, but I remember you told me that story.
Well, Jacob, you were right.
Jacob. And I actually didn't like him because my mum said if I was going to be a boy, she was going to call me Jacob. And because
you just didn't like him.
Yeah, I think I was just like, I wasn't overwhelmed by his personality.
So you were disappointed in him.
Yeah. I was like, if you're going to carry that name,
he spoke the truth.
He did speak the truth. I'm sure he's a lovely guy. I think
maybe. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to rate and subscribe.
We're excited to welcome you into our Fluff family and bring you some gorgeous sparkles every Friday.